Hi, Tom here. I want to talk to you for a moment, Aquarius. Not the version of you that people see as independent. Not the version of you that seems unbothered, rational, or emotionally above it all. I want to talk to the part of you that feels separate when you're hurting. Because this is how you handle emotional pain. You don't fall apart. You don't lash out. You don't usually collapse into emotion. You detach. When something hurts you deeply, your instinct isn't to feel it fully. It's to step back from it. You pull your awareness upward. You analyze. You observe yourself feeling instead of actually feeling. And most of the time, you convince yourself you're fine. But inside, something disconnects. Aquarius, emotional pain for you feels like distance. Like you're standing just outside your own heart. Like you can understand what happened, but can't quite touch how it feels. You don't ask, why does this hurt so much? You ask, why am I feeling this way? You intellectualize pain. You turn it into ideas, explanations, patterns. And that's one of your true gifts. But it's also how pain slips past your emotional body and gets stored somewhere deeper. When you're hurting, people often don't notice. You still show up. You still joke. You still talk about big ideas and future plans. But emotionally, you're slightly removed. And that distance isn't coldness. It's protection. Aquarius, somewhere along the way, you learned that feeling too deeply made you feel exposed, different, misunderstood, out of sync with the world around you. So you learned to rise above emotion instead of sinking into it. You learned how to observe rather than absorb. And that kept you safe. But it also made pain harder to release. The truth is, when emotional pain hits you, you don't always recognize it right away. It doesn't come as tears. It comes as numbness, as relentlessness, as a quiet sense of disconnection from people, from your body, from yourself. And that can be frightening, because when you don't feel broken, you just feel removed. Here's something important I really need you to hear. You are not unemotional. You are not detached because you don't care. You detach because you care too deeply. So deeply that feeling everything at once can feel overwhelming. So your mind steps in and says, I'll handle this. But the hidden cost of this coping style is that your emotions don't disappear. They wait. They sit quietly beneath the surface, showing up later as anxiety, exhaustion, or a sense of emptiness you can't quite explain. You don't feel dramatic pain. You feel emotional disconnection. So here's what actually helps you heal, Aquarius. You heal when you allow yourself to drop out of your head and into your body. not forcefully, and not all at once, but gently. Healing for you doesn't come from more understanding. It actually comes from presence, from noticing sensation instead of trying to explain it. One powerful healing practice for you is simply asking yourself, what am I feeling in my body right now? Why not? Not how to fix it, just where. Tightness in your chest or heaviness in your stomach? Pressure in your throat? That's where your emotions live. You heal when you stop trying to transcend pain and allow yourself to be human inside it. Music helps you heal, especially music that bypasses logic. Movement also helps you heal, especially unstructured movement. Time alone helps you heal also. Not to think, but to feel. Your nervous system needs experiences, not explanations. Another key thing for your healing is emotional permission. You don't always give yourself permission to be affected, to be hurt, to be disappointed, to be heartbroken. You heal when you say, yes, this mattered to me, without minimalizing it, without rationalizing it away. And Aquarius, one of the most important things for you is safe emotional connection. Not dependence, not intensity, just authenticity. Someone you don't have to perform intelligence for. Someone who lets silence exist. Someone who doesn't demand emotional clarity, just presence. If you're listening to this and something feels quiet inside right now, that doesn't mean nothing is happening. It means something is finally being acknowledged. And I want you to know this. The way you handle emotional pain isn't wrong. It's intelligent, protective, and adaptive. It just doesn't mean you have to disconnect yourself to survive it. You don't need to rise above your emotions to heal. You just need to come back to yourself. Before you go, there's something important you should know. You are not just one sign. You are a cosmic mosaic. Your sun sign is the energy you grow into, the core of your identity. Your moon sign is your inner world, the emotional truth you rarely show. Your rising sign is the energy you radiate, how the world experiences you. And your Venus sign reveals how you love, what you value, and how you connect. Each one of these signs is a different layer of your soul. Each one shapes your destiny in its own way. So if you want a fuller understanding of who you truly are, don't stop here. After this video, go watch my other videos with your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Together they form your cosmic blueprint, a map of your psychology, your emotions, your relationships, and your purpose. You are not one sign. You are a universe learning to understand itself. Take care and be calm.